at times it's credit to them. They had a great game plan offensively. They can come and keep points on the board. It doesn't matter if we can get one more stop. So, anyways, questions.
Mario, what did Syracuse do that made it so difficult for you guys to get stops on defense?
Well, I thought we lined up well. They made the contested catch just about 80-90% of the time. We had a difficult time covering them. The ball was out quick. We affected the quarterback early. We were up by a good chunk. And that didn't affect us too much as it went on. And then we had some, I've yet to see Jalen Rivers. He got called for a hold. That was a really big one. So a couple penalties really hurt us. And I don't know, it's can't tell what they call the personal foul there at the end. That pushed us back down in there tight. But I guess it relates back to them. They were executing a little bit better than we were. We were trying to play some man. We played some zone. We mixed it up as much as we could, and we did not have much success. We blew a couple of assignments back there too. We did. And then they ran the ball more effectively than we should allow it to.
Or the final drive, you go for the big field goal instead of going for it on fourth and goal. What went into the decision?
Use analytics. It was outside the 10-yard line with 4 minutes to go. It was, get the points and get a stop. We didn't have to get a stop anyways with 4 minutes. If it was, the clock was wound down. It was a heavy go.
And you mentioned it with some bonus time allowed late, but when the defense started the way it did, you guys were able to build that lead just to see how the game moved from up 21-0 to ending the way it did.
It's really disappointing. And like we always tell the team, we take it, we eat it all together. We eat the loss as a staff, as a program, coaches, players, everybody. Accountability. There's no hiding from accountability. It's really disappointing. We did a lot, accomplished a lot this season. There's a lot of stuff to be proud of, but we wanted this one. We wanted this opportunity that this one could lead to. And we came up short, and that's on all of us, starting with myself. We don't shy away from it. We're not in any way, shape, or form anything but hard workers and accountable people. And it's really difficult. It's really difficult to take.
On the staff side of things, how do you basically 24-hour rule this and then work on preparing for the early signing day coming up on Wednesday?
Well, I don't think that ever stops. You just never let it interfere with game planning and preparing and everything else. We felt really prepared coming into the game, and I think it showed early. And then we just, some chinks started showing up but it doesn't affect recruiting. It doesn't affect, everything else that you're doing to run the program. It's just, at this moment right now, again, you can imagine what that locker room, how difficult, how hard that is to take. We put ourselves in a position to play in a good postseason game. A lot of stuff going on in terms of the CFP and how they're going to figure things out as well. There's a lot of good football teams out there. We're one of them, So certainly, again, credit to Syracuse for putting together.
With the CFP, like you said, it's kind of been up in the air now. How do you keep the team focused? There's a chance for a playoff there first. It's still out there, but you obviously aren't going to know that until about a week from 1 week from now.
Well, you reemphasize reality. This team won 10 football games. Against some really good opponents, and this last game came all the way down to the wire. Our 2 losses are 1 possession left and a touchdown. That makes us one of the better teams in the country. We can control. So we have to wait and see. But certainly, this team has really worked hard and busted its butt to put its best foot forward.
The Shrek has been so reliable for you guys this season. What was your message on after that fumble?
Keep playing. The game's going to keep going on. This thing was going to come down to the last possession, and it did. It was a matter of who could get that stop, right? We forced a turnover. They forced a turnover. There's going to be a stop in there somewhere, and you want to make sure that you found a way to get a stop and hopefully get the ball last, right? But again, we had several opportunities, guys. We had several opportunities. At the end of the day, when you lose, you didn't coach well enough. You didn't play well enough. There's not much else to it. You saw the plays that turned the game one way or the other, and penalties and turnovers played a monstrous role. And hopefully, I'll get a some clarity on the personal foul, which maybe you guys saw it. We don't have a chance out there without having that video available. And then the big run by Damian Martinez, that got called back. We got the ball inside the 10-yard line, and I'm not sure exactly what that was. But
Stu Caney with Associated Press. Were there any surprises as far as the strengths of Syracuse, either offense or defense?
No surprises. No surprises. I felt they were a quality football team, good football team. Credit to their staff and their coaches. They've won a lot of games this year as well, in a tough conference. So, good football.
Good evening. Welcome to Miami Hurricanes Talk with Danny, presented by Lorraine Sports. You heard Mario after the 42-38 season-ending loss to Syracuse up in the Dome this afternoon. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Folks, there's no other way to say it. Defense let us down today in big moments. A game you're up 21-0 against Syracuse on the road. You're supposed to take care of business in that spot. And we don't do it. That, my friends, is a problem. Okay? That, my friends, is a major, major problem. Okay? I mean, what are we doing? What the hell are we doing? I mean, could someone please tell me what the hell we're doing? I don't know. Guys. If anyone has a thought in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube, please tell me what the hell we were doing out there. I mean, my God. I mean, listen. I get that there were some things we couldn't do today, but I mean, come on, people. Come on. I mean, are you serious right now? You know what you allow today? You allow. Are you ready for this? You allow. Not a great result, Raul. Absolutely not. Definitely not a great result. This is not where you want to be. Look, we're not going to kid ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We allowed a total of 479 yards of offense to Syracuse. Okay? 380 to Kyle McCord. Kyle McCord those 3 touchdown passes today. Cam Ward those 2. But man, I love X. But you cannot fumble in that situation. Ball security has to be critical. You have to secure the football. We did not do that. You heard Mario and his presser say it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, please join CANESconnection.com to be a member today. And I know this is not a good day to bring it, but if you want to order a shirt, we bring the smoke, please go to LorraineSports.myshopify.com and order your shirt today. Raul, I'll answer your question now. No, I will not be going to the playoff. I've made that very clear. I've made that clear in several videos already, yet people still don't want to believe me. I have made this very clear, and I'll say it yet again. I am not going to any games this year, the rest of the year, including the playoff. I have made that point perfectly clear. And yes, Stonewall, we wasted a year with Cam. I mean, next year, you got to think maybe Emory Williams becomes the guy to get the job next year. But there's a downside to that. The downside is if you go another guy in a portal, what are we doing with quarterback development? Remember, we're getting Luke Nickel to come in next year. He's a freshman. He's out of high school. He's a hype quarterback. Everyone thinks he's going to be the guy. I mean, look, what are we doing? I mean, the defense does not step up when it had to. It did not step up today. It didn't. After we were up 21-0, then really from the second quarter on, Syracuse just kept gashing our defense. We did not come up with the big stop. We let McCord get in a rhythm. And when he does that, he's dangerous. I knew when the season started, when I looked at Syracuse's schedule, I knew that was going to be a dangerous, dangerous opponent. Okay, I knew that going in. They were going to be a dangerous opponent. All right. We all knew what to expect. We saw that coming. I mean, we did. I mean, it's a tough season. Wasted season. Wasted season. Wasted season. Probably Emery next year. We gotta wait and see. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I mean, look, let me see. There's another guy that comes in here. Let's see where is that? I saw a comment here. Yeah. So all right. So let me give out the report card. Offense, I'm gonna give a B minus. The X fumble really hurt us there. Couple plays that we didn't make. The Jacoby penalty really killed us. And then we got a field goal there, thinking we would get the ball back late. To be honest, and I'll get to that. Your question being in a second. Defense, I'm going to give a D minus. After the second quarter, we just could not stop McCord, and we could not make the big stop when we had to. Coaching, I can give an F. I'm just not going to go. I'll give it like a D minus there on the coaching. I mean, especially in that situation. But look, in that situation, you got to take the points in that situation, because here's the thing: if you go for it on fourth down and don't get it, either way, it's like a catch-22. You don't get the ball back, and we didn't get the ball back anyway. You figure, okay, trust your defense, who had been terrible up to that point, and the defense could not get it done. Could not stop the Syracuse offense and McCord when it had to the most, and it did not do that. They got the key first downs, and they basically ended the ball game right there. They ended the ball game right there. Special teams, I'm going to give the special teams a C. We got the field goal, but really there was not much on the special teams to work on, really. So I could easily give that a B. I'm not going to give an A for that one. But this one really hurts, Stonewall, no question about it. Now, B Bean has had a question. How mad am I? Let's just say I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. You can't leave points on the field and expect to win. Yeah, I'm going to show it on the stream. How mad am I, to be quite honest? You can't be doing that. How mad am I? I'll be honest, it hurts. And yeah, this one pretty much hurts, no question about it. I mean, and to bring up a good point, yeah. Let's show that on the stream there. And this one hurts too. No excuse why we don't win this game today. Making the CFB is excusable with the position we were. It's inexcusable, like you were saying. And yes, this one really hurts. There's no that he said not, but this one does hurt. It's inexcusable. Period. Inexcusable. That's no other way to say it. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Well, right now we're looking at Texas beating Texas A&M right now, which, believe it or not, is good for Miami, because now that would also give us an opportunity to slip in the back door. Though, to be quite honest, I don't think we deserve to be in. I'll be very clear on that. Okay. If SMU does beat Clemson next week and Texas hangs on to this lead against A&M, we would probably be probably the 11 or 12 in the CFP, meaning we'd have to go on the road in the first round on either that Friday or Saturday, the 20th to 21st. But again, if we don't get in, when I don't think we will, honestly, and I don't think we deserve to be in, look, I'm going to be honest. This loss is on Lance Guidry today. No, Raul, you're gone. I got to get rid of you, Raul. Sorry. You can't be doing that shit. You can't be doing that shit. All right, Raul, I got to block you, man. I'm sorry. I got to let you go. I'm sorry. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go, man. I gotta let you go. You know, you can't be doing this bullshit, really. Of course, he's a troll. He's a troll. He's a troll. Somebody has to, I gotta find a way to ban Raul, but you know, I'm not gonna get into that now. But listen, you know, he's a troll. He's a scumbag. I don't need him. I really don't need him, quite honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore him. I gotta figure a way to do that. But yeah, listen. Where do we go from here? We don't know. We don't know where we go from here. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll know next Sunday what happens, whether we get into CFP through the back door or not, or wherever bowl we end up in. But I'll say this: if we don't get into CFP next Sunday, and it looks like as of now, it's not looking too good there, it'll be the last time you see Cam Ward and Xavier Strepo in Canes uniforms. And listen, Cam Ward was a once in a generation quarterback in this town. The thing was, look, X. I mean, he's one of the greats. He's probably one of the greatest to ever play at the U. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of questions to ask ourselves this off season. A lot of questions to ask ourselves this off season. You know, there's no other way to say it. Look, there's no other way to say that. Period. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so I will get to that. Thank you for for letting me know. Shoot. Okay. So yeah. So we got. I'm doing it here a little differently, but I'll get rid of him as soon as I deal with that. But anyway, look. You know, we go from here. What happens next? We'll have to wait and see. And by the way, for those of you on X right now, I'm about to go to have a space over on X. This will be also played over on Spotify. I'll drop the podcast in about, I would say, 25 minutes at 11 p.m. Eastern. So see what happens, folks. There's no other way to say it. It's a tough loss. Probably a season-ending loss, since we will probably not be in the CFP playoff. And see where we go from here. That's all I could tell you. Any announcement regarding the next podcast recording will come maybe next Sunday once we know where we're going, whether it's CFP or to a bowl game. And I will talk to you next then. If you're on X, I'll have a space over on X next. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and win or lose, go Canes.